welcome to another tutorial. Today we're going to be making this Pikachu Piñata. It's going to come out really cute, you guys, so I hope you guys can follow along. First, you're going to want to download the stencil, so I'm going to link it down in the description below or maybe somewhere around here. The stencils just make it super easy to make this cardboard creation. You're also going to need a pencil, a box cutter, some scissors, a rotary tool, a ruler. You're going to need a hot glue gun, some tape, and of course some cardboard. Since this is a piñata, you're going to need a coat hanger. So you can use any kind of metal coat hanger. I like to use these plastic ones because I feel like they're a bit more sturdy inside the piñata. And the little hoop, you're gonna just want to take some pliers and bend it all the way until it's like a little circle. Just like that, real easy. All right guys, now that you have all the supplies already, let's get to work. So to make this Pikachu Piñata, it's pretty easy. We're gonna start off with the head. So you're gonna wanna do like the base of your piñata. So get your stencils and we're gonna just start off with the head. It's 5 pages and you're gonna wanna cut out all the stencils. So let's do it. Alright guys, now that you have all of your stencils all cut out, you're going to want to tape some of these together. So take your pieces that are labeled head, front, and back, part 1 of 4, and just put them in order. And just align all of the pieces. So align B to B, and then A to A, D to D, just like that, and tape it all together. Alright guys, now that you have this thing all taped together, this is going to be the stencil for the front and the back of your piñata. So now you're going to want to trace this thing twice. So it's probably going to take up a whole sheet of cardboard, you guys. So just take this and trace it out. Alright guys, now that you have these all traced out, we're going to go ahead and cut them out, you guys. So you're going to need some cardboard scissors or a box cutter, whatever you find easiest. And just go ahead and cut this guy out. Now that you have these pieces all done, remember these are for the front face and the back of the head. So you guys have these all done. You can set them aside for now. We're going to be making the sides of the head now here. So for that, you're going to need to cut out square pieces of cardboard. So just go ahead and take your cardboard. You're going to need one piece that is 10 inches wide by 23.5, and then you're going to need 3 pieces that are 10 inches by 11.75. So go ahead and measure that out and cut them out, you guys. And now that you have everything cut out, you have the front and the back of the face. You have the 3 small pieces for the sides of the head and the top part. You're going to want to bend the cardboard because if you see the face, it has a curve to it. So you're just going to go ahead and take your pieces and kind of like curve them. So the way I like to do it is I just bend them just like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just makes it a lot easier to glue, you guys. So go ahead and bend all of your pieces. Just like this. And it's just going to be all of the rectangles that you're bending. Okay, that one's all bent. And bend your other 3 pieces too. Alright guys, now that you have everything all bent, on side A, you can go ahead and find the middle of it. And you're going to want to cut a hole right in the middle, you guys. This is going to be for 2 things. For one, so that you're going to be able to put the hanger on the inside, and also so that you can fill it with candy once it's all built. So once you have found the middle, you can either eyeball it or find the direct middle And I like to cut a hole that is about 2 inches wide. Don't worry if it's wider than this, because this will stop it. Like the rest of the hanger will stop the hanger from coming out. So go ahead, once you have that marked out, just go ahead and cut it out. All right guys, now you have the little hole all cut out. Just make sure that your hanger fits in there. Dun, dun, dun. And this is gonna come out of the top of your piñata, you guys. There should be enough space in there to fill it with candy. If not, you can make the hole a little bit bigger, but that should be enough space. So now let's start gluing. So you're gonna take one of the front face pieces and you're gonna take your side with the hole in it. And remember, this is going to be for the top of the head. So it's this piece here. So go ahead and grab it. Make sure that it hits this little divot here. It's gonna go from here to here. So just measure that. Make sure that that's all good to go. Perfect. All right, guys, let's start gluing. So you're gonna want to put your glue on this piece. It is kind of a big piece, so I'm going to take it in sections. So just add your glue, just like that, and then you grab your piece. Remember, you're starting at the little divot, and you glue it right on. Press and hold it until it's dry before you move on to the next piece, you guys. All right, now that you have that piece on, you can go ahead and backfill the inside with glue just to make that bond a bit sturdier. I just go around all the seams with more glue. Now that you have this piece all put on, you can take the other side and just put that right on top. Sure, this part should be easier because now it's curved how you need it. So go ahead and add the glue. Okay, grab this other piece. And remember, you are starting where there's that little divot. All right, guys, now that you have these two sides stuck together, go ahead and backfill any edges that you need to backfill. Just like that. Then you can take your little hanger, you guys, and you're just gonna insert that through the hole. So it's gonna look like this. You can either glue it in so that it doesn't slip back through, or you can just like hook it onto the side. I'm gonna go ahead and glue it just to make sure, because once this is sealed, I don't wanna have to be fishing around for the hanger. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the top of this hanger, just like that. And then just insert it in, just like that. And then hold this guy in place, just so that it glues. It doesn't have to be like super sturdy in there. It just needs to stay put, just like that. And then you can even put it off to one side, because remember, this is gonna be the hole where you're putting your candy in through. So you wanna make sure that there's room for you to put the candy in. So go ahead and glue, glue, glue. All right, now that you have this guy all glued in there, we can go ahead and glue these other pieces, you guys. So you're just going to glue the edges and stick them on there. All right, now that you have that side on there, remember to go in over any seams and just backfill with glue, just like that. Okay, now you can go ahead and put the other side on. So, flip your piñata over. And now we're just gonna be gluing this side. So just glue all the edges and then stick this guy on. All right, guys, so now it's time for the final piece. So your piñata should be looking something like this. And now we're just going to finish gluing on the sides and then put our final piece in. All right, guys, it's all done. Okay, so now that you have the head all done, it's time to move on to the face. So grab your face stencils and cut them out. Just read the directions on there. You're gonna need 2 cheeks, 2 eyes, 2 pupils, and then 1 of each of the mouth, the tongue, and the nose. So let's cut them out. Alright guys, now that you have all your stencils all cut out, we're gonna lay them out, trace them out, and then cut them out. Ta-da! And just like that, you guys, we have all of our pieces for the face. Alright, in the stencils, you should have a little guide as to where everything goes. So now you can just glue it right onto the face, you guys. So go ahead and choose what side you want to be the front and get to gluing. So one quick trick I like to do is I like to lay out the face just to make sure that I have the proportions right. I lay it down flat and then I go in with my glue gun. You can also mark it out. Like if it's easier for you, you can definitely mark out the pieces where they're supposed to go. Then you can pick them up, add the glue, and glue them right onto the face, just like this. Okay, just get all these pieces glued on there, guys. Now that you have this part all done, just take the final part. So you have the little tongue, and the tongue literally just goes at the bottom. So put the glue on your tongue, just like that. You glue it to the bottom of the little mouth. And then you get the little pupil, and these go on the eyes. So go ahead and follow your diagram. Now that we have this part all done, let's work on the ears. Ta-da! All right, guys, so now that these are all cut out, you are just going to take the pieces that say tape here and just tape them together. So let's go ahead and do that part. So just tape, 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 tape. Now that you have these guys all done, you are going to need to trace quite a bit of these. So grab your cardboard. You're gonna be tracing 4 of these pieces because this is the front of the ear and the back of the ear. And then for these pieces, it's 1 side of each, so you're gonna do 2 of each of these long strips. And then I also cut out the ear fur, and you're gonna need 2 of these. So it's 4 of these and 2 of each of these. So go ahead and get that all traced out and cut it out. Now that you have everything all cut out, you guys, let's start gluing it together. So you should have 4 of these little ears. So it's gonna be the front and the back. You should have 2 of the little ear furs, and then 2 long pieces, 2 short pieces. These are the side pieces, and since it does curve, you are going to need to bend these. So remember, all you do is bend them up, just like this. Really easy, guys. We're almost there. Light at the end of the tunnel. I hope you guys are still with me, and I hope your Pikachu is looking really cute. Yeah, I'm really excited to make different kinds of piñatas for you guys because this has been a really fun craft for me. And I like the idea of like making these like really pretty pieces of art and then smashing them. It's kind of like, you know, the art form, like those, I think they're called mandalas, where you make this beautiful piece of artwork in sand and then it just gets blown away. I like that concept. I don't know why. Yes, definitely I love art that withstands and lasts a long time, but there's also something very charming and very real about temporary art. So I'm into it. All right, guys, so now you are going to take your pieces and let's glue together these ears, y'all. So you're gonna take your glue gun. You know the drill. You guys are not beginners anymore. Maybe you were beginners at the beginning of this video, but now y'all are pros. You're cardboard pros. So just glue the edges. Boom, 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 just like that. And then, once it's glued, you take your piece of cardboard and you glue it on just like that, guys. Alright, now you can go ahead and backfill that bad boy. Just like that. And then, while this side is drying, you can go ahead and get one of the short pieces and glue that side to you. And pop that right on. Just like that. Ooh, it's coming together. It's looking real cute. Ta-da! Alright guys, now to do the final piece, just go ahead and put glue all on those outside edges. Alright guys, so that's ear one. So just make sure that's on there good. Backfill any edges. So any of the edges you can go back in, fill them with more glue. Okay, so it's gonna go about there. Make sure that you also glue on the fur. So if you know that this is gonna be that side, so grab your little piece of fur and glue. Put some glue on it real quick. Just like that. And just put it right on the edge. Just like that. Okay, when you find the position that you want for the ear, you can go ahead and mark it. And we can go ahead and glue this bad boy on. So just put your glue, and stick the ear on. Just like that. You're gonna wanna hold it in place until it dries. This is important that you do hold this in place, just because you don't want the ear to shift around. And just like that, you guys, he's got his little ear. It looks so cute. All right, guys, let's say we give him another ear. So we go 1, 2. Ta-da! Oh my God, you guys, it came out so cute. I love it. Pika, pika. Ah! It looks so cute, you guys. The only thing left to do now is to paint it. So you're gonna need yellow, black, red, and pink, and then also white. I always like to do a base coat of white, so completely paint it white and then paint it all the colors. Luckily, I do have my magic paintbrush around here, so like literally we can just go abracadabra. Done! Oh my God, guys, it's finally finished. I hope you stayed with me this long. You have your very own Pikachu Piñata, you guys. Now all you have to do is fill the top with candy and smash it. I hope you guys like this tutorial. Thank you so much for supporting us, and thank you so much for getting the stencils, you guys. We look forward to making many, many, many more piñatas and many more crafts with you guys. For now, thank you, thank you, thank you, and definitely stay tuned for the next one, you guys. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you to anybody who's following us on TikTok, Instagram. I can't thank you guys enough. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, and definitely stay tuned for part 2 when we smash this thing. Maybe we're gonna do it on YouTube, maybe we'll do it on TikTok. We're not quite sure yet, but this thing is definitely getting smashed. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys. Pika, 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 bye guys.